Hello, people. Check it's all working. Oh, no you don't. Don't you desktop microphone me, you cunt. Okay, I think this is, yeah. This is doing it right now. Why the speaker audio there? Go away. Fuck off. Stupid thing. Alright. Right. We are going to be doing some more NU stuff because, I don't know, I've been dabbling and other shit and I got a new mouse and I don't know why, but the little dongle thing that they have for wireless mouses just seem to be getting smaller and smaller and it's starting to piss me off slightly. Anyway, I'll explain the team because I wanted to try some different things out. I quite like the main team that I've been using, but it has some problems and things, so yeah. Anyway, I'll try and remember to resize the fucking screen this time. So, first up we got Gorgeist, because the main problem I've been having is poor old Wallaby cannot handle the thing that is Seismitoad. I mean, I can switch Wallaby in, and I can knock off and defog, and that's great, but Seismitoad can toxic, or it can get a burn, and eventually, at some point, it's either going to kill Wallaby and not really have much damage on it, or it's going to have to scarper out, so I don't know. It's good, it's kind of bad, so yeah, I went with I think it's a Bogo Gorgeist, not Super, because I wanted the speed. Although, I was going to put max speed in it, but then I realised I'd have to make it jolly, and it's just like, that's kind of dumb. It's not really there. Well, one thing I will do, though. Rock Slide. Rock Slide. So there you go. Pretty much just for Seismitoads and hitting things and wisping things and being Gorgeist. So, yeah, this is kind of a Bogo, Fire, Water, Grass core. Samurot's there because I played Samurot a couple of times and it's pretty good, although people use Life Orb sets and I'm not using a Life Orb set, so could work out, might not. Dunno, I figured I'd try a Salt Vest mix with knockoff Superpower, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, blah 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 blah. It's not bad, it's not good, it does stuff. Scarf Pyro, mainly because I've seen Pyro used a few times, and it looked pretty good, to be fair. I mean, it never, ever got a look in before NU came out, but I don't know. I've seen it, and I played it a fair few times, and it's putting in a shift, especially Specs Pyro. Specs Pyro with Hyper Voice, it just hits like, it's dumb. It's really strong, and it's very good. It's just kind of a shame that it's got some stupid abilities. I mean, the best one it gets is Unnerve, because, yeah, it gets Moxie, but that base 68 attack, yo. I don't know what they were thinking with that. It's just like, yeah, let's give it Moxie. Woo! I mean, I suppose if you get 2 Moxie boosts, then a Wild Charge might do something, but again, it's kind of dumb. So, there you go. That's why that's there. I figured I'd give it a go. Fletchinder's back again because I'm still convinced it's the best fucking Pokemon in NU. Like, I'm sorry, it just is. Like, I was thinking that Virizion would get banned with this thing around. I don't think it will. But so far, I have seen one fucking person who used it. One. One person looked at Flechinder, looked at Acrobatics and Gale Wings, and thought, yes, you know what, that sounds amazing. And that's very silly. I'm sorry, but, like, if you are going to have a cheeky dig at NU, just put Flechinder somewhere. The amount of things it screws over is ridiculous. You might... It's not even that broken. It's not like Talonflame, because it only really gets the one stab unless you want to mix it with Overheat, in which case good luck with that base 56 special attack. But, you know, Acrobatics with SD, I mean, this is a Citrus Berry one because I got so annoyed with trying to stop Stealth Rock. I was like, fuck it, I'll embrace it then. I'm just going to go balls deep and hope I can kill enough things to where it won't matter. So, because Gorgeist has got Wisp, this has got SD and Roost, so I pretty much tried all the, you know, kind of combinations of Fletchinder's move pool. Yeah. So, that's nifty, and it's really good. Like, it's really good. I don't know why more people don't use Fletchinder. I don't understand. Sigalith is here because, and let me go find the video, someone left a comment that sounded quite tasty. Come on, where is it? It might actually be an NU Larkings. I don't remember what video it was on. Oh, no. Oh, what a great start. Bootius Cakeus, the awesome man that he is, came up with an interesting Claydol set. It was Recycle Weakness Policy with Cosmic Power. And he was like, if you can set it up quick enough, then you can't die. And I was like, it sounds quite cool, but Claydol doesn't get any recovery. And, as he said, if you set it up quick enough, then you're fine. But it's sort of like in a race, I don't think it would work especially well. So I looked at things, and I was like, okay, what gets cosmic power? It's reasonably fast and stuff like that. And Sigilift does. And I was like, okay, that sounds pretty good. So I'm giving Sigilift a go. He's not bad, but knockoff and Lipard especially is something that is kind of a big thing in the NUs, and it's a bit of a pisser, but the whole point is that you can cosmic power up, probably tank a hit, and then away you go. So it's not bad. It's alright. With cosmic power and roost, I'd imagine it's kind of the same thing. If you can set it up quick enough, then you can just cosmic power and roost, and then you're eventually going to get your weakness policy, and then with stored power you're going to bludgeon everything. So it's an idea, it's something to do. And Magneton's here because Scarf Magneton's pretty good. The only thing that I have a problem with is Lantern. That's pretty much it. Again, I haven't actually got anything that really deals with Lantern on my team because I didn't really think that far ahead, but I don't know, with a cosmic power, Sigilift will probably have it, and Gorgeist will have it, so I don't know. It's not too bad. It puts in a shift, it gets the job done, and it kind of deals with some things. You probably notice my team's fairly Stealth Rock weak, but as I said, I'm just trying to go balls deep on that one and just sort of hope that I can win before shit goes really south. So there you go, that's the team, 6 minutes of that. I was originally just going to have a bit of a ramble episode and just sort of go through NU and do my usual shtick of just loudly voicing everything that happens and trying to act smart, but not really. But one thing I kind of wanted to talk about, I suppose, was Godzilla. I seem to be doing a few film reviews lately, but I don't know. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was absolute puke. It was fucking terrible. It was a miserable excuse for a film. Some people were like, if you watch it as a comedy, it's pretty good. I'm like, no, it just fell off my spectrum of awfulness into some kind of horrible black depth of hell. It's like the uncanny valley, it goes down, it's a bit of a bell curve, and then it kind of, it's an upside down bell curve, and then when it gets to the top and it goes down, that's pretty much where Spider-Man went. It went straight down into that abyss of hellfire. The other film I watched was Bad Neighbours. I can't remember if I actually talked about Bad Neighbours or not, but quite frankly, I'll put it to you this way, as far as I'm concerned, Bad Neighbours was probably better than Godzilla. Probably not on a technical level, and especially when you consider that I really hate, like, douchey college comedy things because I find them cringeworthy, and as I've said before, I feel like an old fuck, so not exactly my gig, but it was genuinely funny, and it made me laugh, and so it kind of succeeded as a comedy, and it was a little bit cleverer than I gave it credit for. But anyway, Gojira, yes. Now, I'm not going to say it's a bad film, I'm just going to say I didn't like it especially. And, from a technical, graphical standpoint, it was amazing, it was marvellous, it was jaw-dropping, it was like, Jesus Christ, this is Godzilla pretty much set the new benchmark. And I was like, fair enough, credit where credit's due, it does look good. But as a film, meh. See, the way I judge a film is not based on how good it is technically, it's how it makes me feel and stuff, and how I feel going into it, and that kind of shit. Which is main reason why Independence Day and Armageddon and Bad Boys 2 are like my 3 favourite films ever, because they just awesome, like, they just carry that kind of yeah thing. So that's kind of that. But I don't know, I expected a lot more going into Godzilla than I got, to be fair. Although part of the problem with that was I did watch a review, which I shouldn't do. I was very silly doing that. I did watch a review, and it was, I don't know if any of you go on The Escapist, but it was Movie Bob's review of it, and he said it was sort of like, the fighting is amazing and stuff, but the people are just bleh, and no one cares about the people, because, yeah. And that, admittedly, that did taint my recollection of it rather badly, but I don't know. I think the main problem that I had with it was that it wasn't a Godzilla film. Now you might be like, well, how Godzilla? Like, yeah, but it wasn't like the first, if the first hour were just people going, we're people, we have problems and stuff, then fine, whatever, I can kind of get behind that. And again, if I hadn't have watched his review first, I probably would have been reasonable with it. I would have just been like, oh, it's just dumb people doing dumb people things, and I would have gotten on with it. But because I watched that review, like I say, it just tainted everything about the film for me, so bit of a pisser in that regard. Oh, where to go from here? Goregeist would probably have this thing, actually. But on the... I'm gonna go into Pyro, because I know I can just blow it out of the fucking water with a blast. Ooh, clever, clever. Good for you. I'm not fast. So yeah, like I say, the review kind of tainted my recollection of, like, the whole people moments. I mean, apart from Bryan Cranston, who you should have heard by now was fucking brilliant in it, because he was really good. Like, he was still kind of a generic dude, but he really sold the shit out of his part, and, you know, he kind of changed in the film, and it was fantastic. But there was just so much of it that was just, oh, people are people, and they're doing the sad emotions, and it's sad and stuff. And I was like, whoopee, I don't care, I'm not fast. So, it just wasn't that interesting to me. Oh, Masquerade, you get Hydro Pump. Oh, I've never actually seen anyone using it, which is quite interesting. I'm actually going to go into Sigilith, because I know Masquerade's actually fairly puny. Ah, he's clever though, he's clever. I'm not that fast, to be honest. I know it gets Ice Beam, but I reckon I'll be okay. I reckon. And with stored power, I should be able to kick the crap out of most things. Apart from his Sigilith, which would be a bit of a pisser. But we'll see how we go. Oh, whoa! Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. Fucking hell, that did a lot, didn't it? Alright, so I did the dumb thing. Fair enough. God damn! That thing hit like a fucking train. Alright, yeah, I cocked up. I expected you to take that a bit better there, buddy. Ho-hum. Okay, who do I give a shit about more? Goregeist or Fletchinder? Probably Fletchinder. Yeah. On the other hand, Samurott is one I really don't give a shit about. On the other hand, it might have Giga Drain. Alright, I'm gonna go into Goregeist, because I know I can just... Oh, weakness policy, that's interesting. I'm probably not going to live a hit, so I'm just going to go for a sneak. Actually, wait. Oh, hang on. The only reason why I went into Goregeist is I figured it would have a sash. Weakness policy is actually rather devious. Fair enough. Oh well, I've done it now, and it's not like I can just switch straight on to Fletchinder, so... Not too bad. I take that. Oh, really? This is why you have Fletchinder, my friends. This is why you have Fletchinder. Yeah, I figured that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm cool. But now... see, this is why I went with the citrus berry. Now I could just do that. Yes! I love this thing. It's too fucking good. It's ridiculous. Oh, man. Yeah, I figured that was going to come in. That's going to be a bit of a pisser. that's what that's going to be. Pyro would be pretty cool for the... Actually, would it really? Would it really? Probably not. Because I know I can just go in a Magneton and hopefully things will work out that are great. Hopefully. Anyway, I got off track there. As I usually do. Yeah, as I said, the problem with Godzilla is that it's not a Godzilla film. I mean, he does show up, granted, and he has a cool fight and stuff, and that's great, but I just didn't give a shit. Like, yeah, about an hour and a half of it is, like, just people showing up and talking and voicing concern about Godzilla. It's just sort of like, I don't really care about you. I came here to see Godzilla. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having, you know, that sort of shtick in your film if you want it. I have no problems with that. What the fuck are you doing, man? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Oh, you even had a scarfed kingler? Really? Okay then. Okay. Whatever. I am a little bit worried. Actually, no, I'm just gonna go straight in for a roost. Just gonna go straight in for a roost. Because I can just acrobatics the crap out of the Virigion and kill that. So yeah, it does show up, but there are a couple of bits that really piss me off about it. I mean, the people were kind of bland. They weren't bad. The actors weren't bad. And like I say, Bryan Cranston was really good. But because I saw the review and, even after watching it, I thought they were just bland. They were just your usual average, boggo, standard characters. It's like, I'm an army dude, and I have to support my family and look after them, and I'm really dedicated. I'm also a convenient bomb defusal man in a story that's kind of, about nukes and stuff. It's just like, okay, it's great. Oh my god. Thank you. Goodbye. So, they were fairly uninspiring. Again, I wouldn't have noticed it as much if I hadn't watched the review, but even then, they were still just meh. They weren't bad, they weren't especially good, they were just people. I have no problems with that, but it's, again, Godzilla film. I think the main thing that it's probably going to be compared to, because you can't compare it to 1998 Godzilla, because that was just pure condensed shit forced down your throat. But it just came across as a fairly bland movie that was kind of picked up by some of the fighting scenes, but then kind of let down by little other bits. So, I think my main problem is that you can kind of tell what sort of movie it wants to be, but then on the other hand you can't, because there's this bit where Godzilla shows up and there's the big monster he's about to fight, and they're all like, "Oh, we're big monsters and it's gonna be great," and I'm like, "Oh, this will be cool," and then it cuts away to Godzilla swimming somewhere else, and I'm like, what? Did you forget to put something in? Was there a scene that was supposed to be there? I'm confused. Just gonna go for a hydro pump here. I mean, Crab Hammer's gonna hurt, but I've got nothing else. And if I go knock off, then I knock off his scarf, and then he can go something else. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, cool, I killed him. Hooray! Victory! Yeah, Scarf Magneton completely fucked him up. Agreed, that's what it does. But yeah, so yeah, that's kind of that. It's just like, is this meant to be a film about Godzilla, or is it meant to be a film about the people? What? I don't know. What, if it's meant to be a film about Godzilla, then why is it focusing on the people? I don't care about them. I'm not especially fussed, if they were really, really amazing characters, then maybe I would, but they weren't. They were pretty uninspiring, so I don't. It's kind of the long and short of that one. They could have been something good, but they're not. But yeah, there's another thing that, while I do think it looked really good, the fight scenes themselves, I actually found fairly uninspiring. If you've seen it, how many times does Godzilla need to be, have one of the monsters jump on his back to figure out that they're going to jump on his back? Because it's a weak point. It's sort of like, you kind of think you jump to that conclusion. After 3 times of being stabbed in the back, you'd kind of think, wow, this sucks, my butt is being pummeled right now, maybe I should try something else. You'd kind of hope that would be a thing that would happen. But it didn't. Come on, are you fucking serious? Hydro pump, stop being a prick. Wow, amazing. Oh well, this is why we have you. I actually need to make sure Fletchinder stays well alive, because, yeah. Unless he goes Stone Edge here, that would suck. No, he didn't. Cool. I'm actually kind of trying to think what he'd actually want to go into. Because in reality, Fletchinder can kill his entire team! Do you understand why I really like Fletchinder? Is that coming across yet? Oh, I should have roosted. No, I'm such a dumb. I'm such a dumb. Oh well. It's not too bad. I'll deal. Yeah, I think this is another thing where Sigilith is just kind of boned. I'm not entirely sure about that Sigilif, to be honest. It's good and bad. But yeah, there's a lot of that. You know, Godzilla gets like one of the monsters to jump on his back and go, blah, 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 and he was like, get off my back, you bastard! And that would happen at least 5 times. And another thing that me and my mates pointed out, by the way, I hope you'd have at least, well, I don't think I've spoiled anything major, but you know what I mean. So I'd kind of hope that you guys probably would have, you know, scarped it out by now. Go for a protect. Ah, bitch. Ah, bitch. Alright, I kind of need to acrobatics then. Oh, no, you bastard. Oh, that's not gone well. It's really bad, actually. Oh. I can be a bit tricky with it, though. I can go into Magneton, and then he's gonna go for a close combat, or a facade, or whatever, and then I can cheese it, basically. Oh, hang on a bit. Fuck, he would have outsped me. Ooh, that would have been bad. Didn't think about that one, did I? Forgot about Sticky Web. Yeah, that would have sucked. Alright, let's just go far. You're quicker. Oh, you scarfed or something? Blah. Blah. This is bad. It's Sticky Web. Fucking Samurai, you dicked me, man. Oh, he's not even scarfed. He's actually just that much. Okay, fine. Must have been jolly then. I don't know. Yeah, you dicked me, fucking Samurai. You dicked me hard, my friend. Fine. Whatever. It's a thing. Oh, well. Oh, that's worked out quite well. It doesn't really matter too much, because he can still go for, actually... no, Samurai isn't going to be able to take 2. Oh. Oh, yes, he will, because fuck you, that's why. Deserved, you bastard. I'm gonna go for it, I don't know. I'm gonna go Hydro Pump, because I kind of need to. Oh my god, come on! Are you fucking serious? Samurai, you're gonna get replaced in a minute. You're taking the piss, my friend. You are taking the piss. Good lord. Oh, it's not fair, man. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Oh, fine. He's nearly dead anyway. That works for me. Oh, and you get a crit as well. Not that it matters. God, I keep getting taken off track because this game is taking the piss at the moment. Fucking Samurott, you bastard. You bastard. And my whole master plan of hoping I could just clobber shit to death hasn't exactly been going well. In fact, this is about to get a whole lot worse because my Fletchendo was my Sork killer, and it is dead. So shit, basically. And as far as I know, it's gonna be scarfed abandoned. Alright, Magneton, good luck. Good luck, my son. Let's hope it is actually scarfed, to be fair, because if it is, then there's a hope and a dream, and what the fuck are you doing? Oh! Oh! There is justice this day. Deal with it. Deal with it. It's about fucking time and all. Oh, I still think I'm boned, but I'm slightly less boned than I was. Just sort of depends what he wants to do, because he could quite happily go into fucking Zangoose, and then, this changed the outcome of the game. Yeah, those Hydro Pump misses didn't help you, bastard. Whatever, man. Oh, yeah, I know. I hope you, well, actually, you probably didn't need to switch off the video, because I'm not actually spoiling it that much, because it's like, oh, Godzilla fights monsters. It's just like, fair enough. I don't know. I don't really want, I won't spoil any of the major human twists, because, whatever. It's a thing. Apparently the Hydro Pump misses didn't matter because he knows what he's talking about. Okay. I'll take your word for it then, you prick. I wonder... I'm actually going to stay in. Because close combat is blocked by... Yeah, fucking nailed it. To a T. Good as he now oncoming. Alright. Please kill, Gorgeist. Please kill. Oh, he's CB. Oh. Actually, I should really go seed bomb. I wonder if Sigilif would have outsped it, now that I think about it, because he's CB. Yeah, I probably should have thought about that one beforehand, but there you go, it's kind of done now. I'll go for the sneak. Yeah, we go. Alright, it's still kind of fucking irrelevant, because, hey, look who's there, with the Night Slash. Fuck. Basically. Oh, knockoff as well. God damn it, everything has knockoff. Aww. Don't like knockoff. Live, Sigilif. What? I out-fucking-sped it! What? Man, I do not know my fucking guys well enough. Bloody Nora, he's got a high rating. What a prick. Screw you, Finnan. You're very rude, man. You're very rude. Yeah. There's one point in Godzilla where, like, he's fighting dudes and he's kind of getting his ass kicked, and then, for no apparent reason, he gets up and fucking shoots mouth lasers. Now, I don't know about you, because I personally, I don't have mouth lasers. I wish I did, but we can't have everything. Now, if you've got mouth lasers, that's kind of a deal you want to lead with, you know? That's not something you hold back, that's something that you go in. That's your starting move. I mean, yeah, it kind of changed the movie a little bit, but like I said, you know, you don't just... just a tad stupid, really. Just a tad stupid. It's just like, I don't care who you are, you could be, if you want to be a 6-foot bajillion, whatever the fuck Godzilla is, by all means. But you lead with the mouth lasers. You don't hold that back, you don't use that as a lot. It's like friggin' Pacific Rim, where they spend like 2/3 of the movie fighting, and then, oh, we have an extendable fucking sword! Wow! Wish we'd known that one earlier. It's just like, for fuck's sake. If he wants to trick me a band, I'm not too bothered with that. Oh, or not. Fine. I was kind of expecting the band, but there you go. He's burned. I'm burned. Whatever. John the Septo, huh? I'm not especially fussed by this, because... actually, it kind of depends what he'd go for, but I don't know. I'm pretty certain Fletchinder will have this. Although, that citrus berry might dick me, because he hasn't gotten up any stealth rocks, and it doesn't look like he's going to. What on earth could you go for? Whatever, I'm gonna go for Fletchinder. Power herb, oh, that's cool. Alright, fine. No. I'm calling this setup bait, because I really... you have fun with that there, buddy. You have fun with that. Monumental amounts of fun with that. Oh, that thing's choice specs too. Oh, I should have probably U-turned. Oh well, I got a bit cocky. I might actually ruse predicting the Volt Switch, to be fair. I'm quite tempted to. But it's still gonna hurt quite a lot. There's not much point hanging around. I don't know. Fuck it, I'll just go into Gorgeist. There's not much point. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. I think I made the smart play then. Actually, to be fair, if I didn't have my citrus berry, I'd be fairly sure I could kill that. Oh well. Yeah, I'm pretty much done just talking about Godzilla, because I keep trying to talk about it and then this game frustrates me. So I probably shouldn't have bothered trying talking about it to begin with, but I don't know. I've given my opinion on it, I don't think it's that amazing. I think part of the problem was that it was hyped well hard. Like, it was really hyped up. People were like, yeah, 1998 one sucked, but dude, you know, this one looks amazing, and it's going to be awesome. And it's just sort of like, oh, it wasn't that great. It was alright, but it wasn't that great. It was a thing that I suppose was okay. I would class it as safe, actually. That's how I'd class it. Because that's kind of what it was. It was just as safe as fucking possible. And it was just fairly unspectacular. Again, nothing especially wrong with that. It's just I was expecting more, and I'm sure, like, every other person and their dog was expecting a shit ton more. So that's how I'd give it that. I don't know if any of you guys have seen it, but all I've seen are rave reviews and it getting amazing ratings. It's sort of like, if it was a Godzilla movie, then maybe. I just think, to be honest, Pacific Rim was the better film, and some of you might have just gone, what? Pacific Rim wasn't as good. Like, maybe not technically. I mean, Pacific Rim also looked really good, you can't forget that. But I think Pacific Rim had a... Oh, wow. Lionel Messi is a bear, apparently. I'd watch out, mate. All of that tax money he used to... Or he decided not to pay the Spanish government might come back on you. You might use it to sue you. Although I think they reclaim that. I don't know. Messi's weird like that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'd rather have Pyro in good shape. And I can go for a T-ball. That works. Oh yeah, I put sturdy on this one. I forgot about that. I thought I still had magnet pull. Silly me. But yeah, I'd say Pacific Rim was probably the better monster movie because instead of it being like 1.5 hours of monster fighting to, you know, like, or like 1.5 hours of people talking and being people and stuff, which I have no problems with, but it wasn't advertised as that. It was advertised as a Godzilla movie, and I fucking well wanted to see a Godzilla movie. I didn't see a Godzilla movie, I saw a Bogo soldier movie with monsters in it. It's just like, whoopee, there's a shit ton of that. It was a thing. I was like, well, you tried to be... Actually, they just weren't clever about it at all. Oh my god, that's special. That's a special move right there. Oh, man. Don't you dare, Samurott. Good. Well done, Samurott. You fucking hit. Oh. Oh, Samurott sweep to end it. Who'da thunk it, eh? Who'da thunk it? Yeah, I think Pacific Rim, you know, it had... And it did have people talking and stuff. I have no problems with it. It's just like the ratio. You know, it was sort of like an hour, you know, in half an hour to 45 minutes of kind of, you know, the dumb characters having their backgrounds and stuff sort of shoved in your face, and it all being like, oh, these poor characters, and giving their motivations. And then it was like monsters fighting and big, crazy technicolor, techno worlds. And, you know, it had really random set pieces, like, you know, one of the robots would pick up a fucking, like, ginormous boat and club a monster with it, and or use like 2 shipping containers as brass knuckles, you know, that kind of shtick. Whereas sort of like Godzilla was like an hour and a half of them giving their, you know, vocalizing themselves and giving themselves character, to about, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes of Godzilla fighting. I just don't think it was that great. But people seem to be humping its leg off, and I don't know. I suppose it all comes down to taste, and I have nothing wrong with that, but it's just, I didn't think it was especially amazing. It was a thing. Not a bad thing, but not an especially good thing. The temptation to fire blast and just get it out of the way is pretty good, but I don't know. Let's do that. I'm not fast. I wonder why people keep going with the Specs Pyro, actually. I would have thought, you know, just straight up Scarf to be pretty good. Oh, well, he's faster anyway. Fine. I kind of wanted to go Dark Pulse, but whatever. I would imagine Caracosta. No, I was wrong. That thing. That fucking tub of lard. How fun. Well, it's obviously got thick fat. We can say that for sure, so let's go into Gorgeist and start wisping it and things. Yeah, fine. But yeah, I think that Pacific Rim generally had a better understanding of the audience that went to go see it as well. I mean, you know, Pacific Rim, you didn't, yeah, whatever the fucking like Mako or something, you know, she was a good character and stuff, but you didn't go to see it for her, you went to go see it for, like, giant robots kicking the crap out of monsters and nukes and things. It was just a big, dumb, smelly, you know, action movie, and it completely, perfectly understood that. It didn't try to be anything more, it didn't try to be anything less, it just wanted to be good. And that's cool, and I respect that wholeheartedly. But, I don't know, Godzilla had notions of being grandiose and having this amazing character drama and stuff, and yet it also wanted to be as bog standard and safe as humanly possible. I just didn't think that was great, and it was probably the worst design choice that you could go for, but they made it, so I don't know. I view this as a fantastic thing to set up with Sigilith on. Could be entirely wrong, but we'll see how we go. Now that's different. Oh, I outspeed it as well, that's quite good. Ah, you clever little minx. Actually, choice specs, I can take that. That's actually pretty good. Thanks, Mr. Mime. Yeah, I don't get my weakness policy, but fuck it. I actually didn't do as much as I thought it would, but whatever. It's not too bad, I've got a reasonably strong attack, and I've got, you know, good defenses, so hey. Can't complain. Can't complain. I actually kind of expected Mime to outspeed me there, but there you go. I wonder how you're going to solve this problem, sir. You're going to try and solve it like that, are ya? Fair enough, I don't blame ya. Ooh. Hoo-hoo. Now, you see, I don't think he's actually going to be able to kill me. Nope, he is. Well, you know what? You know what I have to say to that? Go away. Because, quite frankly, Sigilith did pretty good there. I'm pleasantly pleased. But now I can sneak. Oh, Caracosta had a weakness policy as well. I'm seeing quite a lot of weakness policy Caracostas. It's not a bad idea, but I don't know. It's okay, I guess. It does strike me as being a bit odd, but well, whatever works for you. The temptation to go into Magneton here is quite strong, but then he's got Zeb Striker, and Zeb Striker is going to be a bit of a pain in the arse. Actually, what am I doing about? I can just spam Rock Slide at you. Or not, because it'll miss. I suppose the other thing I could do is go into Pyroar and start slamming it with Hyper Voices and things, because that's something Pyroar does quite well. Anyway, this team isn't actually too bad. I'm quite happy with this team. Oh, don't be that guy. Come on, man. You should be friggin' dead. Kill it. Thank you. Good old Gorgeist. I like this little fucker. He's not bad. I always looked at him and thought, Trevenant's better, but I don't know. Look at him now, and he's kicking butt. Doesn't give a shit. I'm not going to sneak you. I'm not an idiot. Well, I'm a bit semi-idiot, but I'm not going to sneak you. Nope. It's not happening. Ow. Fuck, that was resisted? Christ. What was that? Hidden power fire? Oh, fair enough. Oh well, this is why we have acrobatics. I'm just gonna get a massive hit on you, and then I can go back into Gorgeist, and then sneak you. Yeah. Ooh. I just love and psychic. Actually, I suppose with stab, psychic probably comes out about the same base power as confusion, doesn't it? Probably. I don't know. Oh well, I can now do this. Hyper voice. I can't imagine you don't want to Mr. Mime because Gorgeist can sneak and it's dead. Nope, he's actually going to hold on to it. Genius. Pure fucking genius. No! Oh, he changed his mind! Oh, he wasn't sure about that one. He was not sure at all. That's perfectly fine for me, actually. I'm going to go into Samurott with the vague hopes that Samurott will die to avoid... Actually, I'm Assault Vest, I wouldn't die. Nah, I didn't think I would. Oh well, I can at least slam Miltank with a superpower, so that's something. Actually, Hydro Pump are probably... Yeah, alright. Don't miss! For fuck's sake. Just... fuck you, Samurott. Really? You are just being a dick right now. What is your problem? Anyway, since Magneton kicked the crap... or since Pyro kicked the crap out of it with Hyper Voice, I'm fairly certain Flash Cannon will also be very adequate. And if he wants to go in as Zeb Striker, then go in as Zeb Striker, that's fine. I'm not fast. Yep, and I was right. Don't... actually, it doesn't matter because I can't get paralysed now. I always forget about that rule. That thing's gonna go overheat. Actually, oh, he might just be able to win this one out now that I think about it. Oh, because Pyro is nearly dead. And Magneton isn't gonna like an overheat. Am I really going to be able to tank a -2 overheat? Probably not. If I was quicker, I would be okay with this, but I'm not, and I'm not, so I'm probably going to lose. I don't know. If I could somehow... I don't know. Because he's probably going to stay in and try and kill me. Why don't you try missing for a fucking change, eh? No. Yeah, I just flat out lose. Like, even if he misses an overheat now, then I'm boned, so whatever. I tried. Didn't go well. Like, he would have to miss too. It's not happening. Oh well. So, the moral of this story is Pacific Rim is a better Godzilla movie than Godzilla is. Fuck Samurott, it's a prick, and you're still pretty fun. Oh, and Fletchinder is God. I'm gonna keep hammering that point until people start using him, because why people don't use him bewilders me. I have no idea. It doesn't make any bloody sense. He's amazingly broken. He can beat Sork, Virizion, Venomoth, kind of anything you really need to revenge kill, he's probably gonna do it. Yeah, he gets screwed by a few things because he only really has acrobatics, but there are 5 other dudes on your team. And he pairs up fairly well with a lot of stuff, so hey! Including Magneton, I suppose. The only thing I'd say is a problem with for Fletchinder is that he isn't exactly gonna tank a lot. That's kind of his weak point, I would say. Well, 2. One is move pool's fairly piddly, but you only really need 5 moves. It's just picking the ones you want. And he can't really tank a hit. So you've kind of got to, you know, be fairly careful with him. But if you get him in right and you get up an SD, then you're kind of good. There's not much that's going to stop that. And if there is, then, well, you should have killed it first. But I don't know. He's just good, and the priority is helpful. So that's what I'd say, and yeah, I know. Go see Godzilla and see it for yourself. I still maintain it's not a bad film, it's just a meh film. It's a lot better than the 1998 film, but that was really, really, really bad. This is just meh. It's safe, it's average. It's not an especially amazing or appealing monster movie. A lot of it doesn't make sense. Was it supposed to be about the people, or was it supposed to be about Godzilla? I don't know. there's a nice bit at the end where Godzilla swims off into the ocean and then it cuts to the credits. And I'm like, okay, that was a clever choice if it was a movie about Godzilla. But it wasn't a movie about Godzilla, it was a movie about the people. So it just didn't quite make sense. And it's sort of like it's almost like the makers didn't think it would work without people in it. And I'm thinking it would work plenty well without people in it. Godzilla's been given a personality in other films before, but they seem to just be incapable of giving him something. And how the monsters he fights, they don't have any real reason for doing what they do. They just want to eat nuclear radiation and poon. That's it. They just want a bone. And that's it. So, I don't know. I'd say Pacific Rim did it better, understood its audience better, and was a better spectacle overall. So, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Fuck you, Samurott, and just use Fletch Ender. Just do it. It's fucking good. See you guys in a bit. Peace.